Is the economic freedom fighters' approach to coalition politics truly revolutionary, or just another political tactic? Today we dive into Floyd Shivambu's provocative claim about elite-pacts and the 1994 GNU. Stay tuned.
For the first time ever, really together as a nation. As the state president, it has been my privilege to lead the process which brought us to this historic moment. In that, I have been assisted by leaders from many other parties, also Mr. Mandela here, and I pay tribute also to them. I promised when I took office to guide South Africa to a new era. I promised to end apartheid. I promised to release Mr. Nelson Mandela. I promised a new constitution through negotiation. I promised a free and fair election in which all South Africans can participate with an equal vote. I promised justice to all. I've kept that promise. And this has brought us to a new beginning. The years of apartheid are over. A new beginning awaits a new South Africa.
My fellow South Africans, it is an honor for me to appear here tonight on the eve of a historic election when many South Africans will reclaim their hopes for a better life. I am humbled to represent the work and struggle of so many people who made the democracy a reality in our country. It is their good work that inspired me every day during those 27 years of my prison life.
Greetings, my fellow brothers and sisters. I'm Kondos from Inkari. It's time. Your go-to channel for insightful political analysis and deep dives into South Africa's most pressing issues. Today we are dissecting a bold statement by EFF's Floyd Shivambu. Open quotes. The EFF is not in the business of elite-pacts. We are negotiating coalition based on sound political and ideological principles and not opportunistic convenience. We cannot and will not repeat the 1994 farce of a senseless government of national unity. Close quotes. Let's break this down and see what it really means for South Africa's political landscape.
White people vote for one political party. 91% vote for the DA, and then sometimes when they're angry with the DA because there's got a black leader, they vote for the Freedom Front Plus, and then they go back to the DA. They've got their own establishment to protect their own interests. We're not part of that. If a government of national unity means that we must have Steenhuisen and Helen Zille who represent a counter-revolutionary agenda as government, we're not going to form part of that nonsense because we've got now proper historical trace and account of just how disastrous was such an arrangement, where black leaders who are supposed to autonomously take leadership must tiptoe around white people in cabinet. Remember, when you are cabinet and government, if to introduce legislation in parliament, it must be signed off by the minister. So if you have got a minister of land who is a beneficiary of the colonial apartheid land thievery, how are they going to introduce legislation that seeks to distribute land equitably?
It's a proxy of international capital, the colonial forces that have created these conditions that we find ourselves in. The ANC and its policies and its allies throughout government have been trying to reverse the legacy of over 373 years of colonial oppression, imperialist oppression, as well as apartheid oppression in this country, for which the white minority had more interest and continue to enjoy those privileges. So this is the reason why we are undoing that. The funding of the parties that were contesting the ANC, including the funding of the DA itself, go and look into that and see who's funding them, because now it's public knowledge. So they are the main reason where we are. So we are diametrically opposed with their interest, the DA. They are not having the interest of the people at heart. That's why the ANC must do away with the DA and constitute minority government as soon as it's possible.
We had a meeting today with the Kondos is a party to try to persuade MK to form part of that particular process, and we will be engaging tomorrow, even on Thursday, with other political parties that even when the puppets of the establishment try to concoct a neoliberal agenda that seeks to continue with the inequalities and the poverty of black people, we should fight back. We should field candidates for speaker, for deputy speaker, for president. And we want to appeal as well to the conscious members of the ANC that if they are given illegal and unlawful instructions, they must vote against such nonsense so that we can constitute a proper...
First, let's rewind to 1994. The Government of National Unity, or GNU, was a crucial step in transitioning South Africa from apartheid to democracy. It brought together the ANC, the National Party, and the Inkatha Freedom Party. This coalition was about ensuring stability and promoting reconciliation. But was it an elite pact? Critics say yes, arguing it favored political elites and left deep-seated economic issues unresolved. The EFF, founded in 2013, has always positioned itself as the party of radical economic transformation. They challenge the status quo and push for significant changes in land reform, nationalization of key industries, and wealth redistribution. Shivambu's statement reflects this ideological stance, rejecting what they see as superficial political agreements that don't address core socio-economic issues. But is Shivambu's critique of elite pacts and the GNU fair? On one hand, the GNU played a vital role in averting potential civil conflict and facilitating a peaceful transition. On the other hand, many argue it compromised on the substantial economic changes, leaving inequality largely intact. The EFF's refusal to engage in what they call opportunistic convenience can be seen as a commitment to their principles. However, politics often requires compromise, and some question whether the EFF can maintain this stance while effectively participating in governance. So, what do we make of Floyd Shivambu's statement? It's clear that the EFF aims to distinguish itself from traditional political tactics, emphasizing ideological purity over strategic alliances. Whether this approach will yield the transformative changes they promise remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the debate over elite pacts and coalition politics is far from over. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Inkari, It's Time, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on Shivambu's statement. Do you agree with his critique of the 1994 GNU? Let's get the conversation started. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. Take care.